Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, Pajama Gramma here with Pajama Gramma's chronic painkillers prescriptions. What the heck are chronic painkillers prescriptions? I bet you're wondering. Well, they are just a bunch of tips, tricks, strategies, and techniques that I've learned over my 37-year dance with chronic pain and chronic illness. I've had chronic pain and chronic illnesses really probably my whole life, like 58 years, but I kind of forgot about them because, I had infections and cuts and tonsillitis and laryngitis and things like that my whole life growing up, especially when I was a child. But when I was 21, I ended up in the hospital in Omaha, Nebraska, with some, I don't know, they still don't know what the cause of it, the root cause of all my challenges were, but a whole bunch of systemic things that over the years I've been tested and prodded and cut open and had surgeries and all different things to try to figure out what was going on with me. And bottom line, I've had diagnoses that says 1 year, and then a couple years later, the diagnosis would be like, nope, that's not it. For example, when I was younger, they thought that I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and degenerative arthritis and all kinds of things. Well, last year I had a really bad flare, and I went in and I got tested, and the rheumatologist said, I don't have rheumatoid arthritis. So who knows what I have? I don't know what I have. I don't care what I have. I don't need a name to it. I'm not going to live by a diagnosis. I'm creating the life that I want. And these painkillers prescriptions, that's what they're for. They're to help you kill your chronic pain, kill your chronic illness, and create the life that you want. No matter what experience you're having, no matter what experiences you've had in the past, no matter what you think is going to happen in the future, you're going to create your future, and you can use these prescriptions to help you do that. I use them every day. Some of them I use every day. Some of them I only use once in a while when I need them. But they've all helped me in some way. I'm only sharing things with you that have worked for me. I've been treating myself as my own science experiment for decades now, but especially the last 8 to 10 years. I've had a sudden cardiac arrest 7.5 years ago now, and since then, I have been on a very purposeful journey to figure out what works for me and what doesn't. And the biggest thing I realized is that we all need to be on that journey because we're all different. Everybody who experiences chronic pain and chronic illness, each of our cases is unique and different. Now, we like to think we're the only one, but there's there's 1.5 billion of us that experience chronic pain. Now, I'm not sure what percentage of those people also have chronic illness, and the chronic illness has created their chronic pain. I'm going to have to look that up now that I thought of it. But I do know that all of our journeys are different, but there's still commonalities and there's still things that we can learn from one another, and that's what these prescriptions are all about. Today's prescription is a technique that I learned after my sudden cardiac arrest. I think it was from, I don't remember the doctor's name, but it was from a doctor. He taught me about something, and I was looking into, since I'd had a heart event, something called a heart wall. So Bradley, I don't want to meet his last name, but it's a pretty common last name. Anyway, it's not Johnson or Nelson, or it might be Nelson. Anyway, doesn't matter what his name was, because lots of people teach muscle testing. And so I want to talk about muscle testing, because we like to say that we don't know something, but the fact is our body is this incredible tool, and it always knows. Our subconscious runs everything, and it always knows what is best for us, what is in our own best interest. And it doesn't always tell our conscious or our ego. Sometimes our ego and our conscious mind won't let us know the answer. So we're always saying, I don't know. And it's a bunch of crap. We always know. Our body always knows. And it will tell us if we listen. Unfortunately, we can't always listen. Sometimes we can't hear it. However, we can always use muscle testing to find out. Now, there's several ways to do muscle testing. I have my favorite, and I'm going to show you my favorite way because I'm not very good at the other ways. And I want to invite you, today's prescription is to go on YouTube or to go on one of the search engines, Google, Bing, Yahoo, whatever you use, or go on YouTube, Vimeo, or one of the video sites and look up muscle testing. And you can see the top strategies, the top methods, the top ways of doing it, and you can pick the one that works best for you. Some of my favorites are the sway test. You do that standing up, and then if you sway, you ask yourself a yes or no question. If you sway forward, the answer is yes for you. If you sway backwards or away from something, the center point, then the answer is no for you. There's the arm test, the arm strength test, and you can have someone else do this for you, or you can actually learn to do it for yourself. And again, if your arm is strong and doesn't give way, then the answer to the question is yes for you. If your arm is weak and you can push it down easily, then the answer is no. My favorite muscle testing technique is this looping your fingers together in like a ring finger. So you loop your fingers together and you ask your yes or no question. And if the answer is yes, your fingers will be strong and you won't be able to break through that loop easily. If the answer is no, you'll be able to break through it very easily. So when you loop your fingers and ask your question and the answer is no, boom, you'll break through easily. Now, this seems really simple, right? It seems like, can it really be that easy, Sharon Pajama Gramma, to tap into my subconscious and figure out what my body is telling me? And I'm going to say yes, it can actually, absolutely, positively be that easy. Let's try it out here. For example, if I ask myself a yes or no question, let's see, let's think of a good one. I find this fascinating that, you know, the secret to our bodies and our minds and our what it's trying to communicate with us is as easy as muscle testing. And people make it super complicated and they make you think that you need an expert to do it for you, but you absolutely do not. You can totally do this yourself. So if I say I'm fat and, well, and you can do it for, is this statement true for me or not? So it's true or false, yes or no, but it's got to be a yes, no, true, false question. So I can say, am I fat and ugly? Now, that's a limiting belief I've had for a lot of years, and it's sad but true. Am I fat and ugly? And I get a no on that. This is no. This is, no, I did that wrong. To demonstrate muscle testing, and what do you get? An error. Okay, so it doesn't always work. So let's think of a yes or no question. Should I eat 10 caramels a day? No. Should I eat 1 caramel a day? I get a yes, because I know that I can eat 1 caramel a day and it doesn't really impact my body negatively. But when I say, should I eat 10 caramels a day, or should I eat 10 caramels today? Whoa, it doesn't want me to eat 10 caramels at all, because no, I know that that's not good for me. My body's telling me, no, don't eat those caramels. You can use this to ask yourself if you should take a certain supplement or medication. So let's say, I will use an example of a supplement I used to take. Should I take Thrive today? No. Well, it's a good thing because I'm out of it. But if I had it and I got a yes, I would take one. You can use this for anything, any yes or no question, any true or false question that you want in your life. And sorry, ignore the mistake I made on it, because normally I do know how to muscle test. But what that tells me is that I still have a limiting belief around being fat and ugly, and I'm going to have to work on that. I have to do some tapping or something today to get rid of that. That is today's prescription from Pajama Gramma. Try it. Do it. See if it works in your life. At least go online or on your phone, or have somebody do it for you if you're not capable or not able to do it. But have somebody look it up. And it's actually a lot more fun if you do this with a friend. If you do muscle testing with a friend or with a partner or somebody, here's the thing though. You have to be with somebody that you really trust, because you're going to get true answers. And so if you ask it yes or no questions about your relationship and you're struggling in your relationship, you might not want that person to know it. Ask me why I use that as an example. Anyway, go out, make it an awesome day, kill your chronic pain, begin moving toward the life that you love and deserve, because that's what this is all about. And I will share another chronic painkillers prescription really, really soon. Have an awesome day.